trust me. I saw you looking at it to make sure that it was on. Like, you seriously didn't trust me.
What are you talking about?
That.
I'm looking at the damn camera.
Okay.
Why are you tooting?
I had a song, but you don't deserve it.
Well, as long as it has your fucking attitude in it. Theme song. Theme song.
No, it was gonna be just to jump to your left. What is it? And a hop to your right.
You were gonna hot Rocky.
Put your hands on your hips and put your knees in tight. But it's a pelvic thrust that makes you go insane. Let's do the theme song again. I had it. Let's do the theme song again.
Why are you?
'Cause you're hot on this theme song. Fucking welcome to our marriage.
It's a shit show.
We're still fucking.
Oh, remember we should have named it that back in the day when we liked each other.
We still fuck though. We're gonna hate each other and still have sex.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Do you have any note?
No.
You don't have a note?
Do you have any note?
That's what I said. Do you have any note?
No. I thought, you know what? I was so close to writing one and I forgot.
John's a groomer.
Only groomed you.
How many are you supposed to groom?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if I was a, serial groomer, there would be more than one.
Yeah, but you've been working on me since you were 8.
Yeah, but at 8, all I was doing was humping the fucking Playboy pages and thinking I was doing something.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
At 8?
Yeah, I was always horny. I was a little fucking... I found my dad's Playboys. I was all up in that shit. You're like, why is my Peter all... You had no idea, but you liked what you were seeing.
So you just rubbed it on the paper?
Yeah.
Did you ever get a paper cut?
Probably. I don't remember. I mean, I honestly can't remember that far back, but I do remember being a dirty little kid.
All kids are dirty. I made my Barbies have sex.
Oh, I couldn't be near a fucking Barbie. That shit was... The clothes were coming off and Barbie was getting fucked. Do you have a Ken? No? You need to get a Ken. Because they had to have Barbie and Ken, because I mean, back then I didn't know any different. It was just Barbie and Ken. Just saying.
Okay, that took a turn.
Hey, what? Confession.
Do you have any more confessions?
No.
No.
Not that I mean, sure, but no.
Oh.
I mean, there's always confessions. There's some deep down locked in secrets that I don't talk about.
Okay, alright. Let's do the theme
Traumatizing
song
PTSD.
again. So.
Oh, I did see okay, so remember right before the pandemic, and we had a child who was at a junior high school, and then I helped them build a set for their play, and then the pandemic hit, and then so they built this set and that they needed to have done that I spent a bunch of time on, and then they never used it. They use it for their haunted house.
Aww.
So I talked to the lady today, and I was like, oh, and she's like, I remember you. And I was like, hey, how are you? And she's like, good. And I was like, how's my stuff holding up? She goes, oh, they're so great. We never got to use them on a play. I hope we get to in the future. But she's like, we use them for haunted house.
Nice.
She's all, the kids like it because they can sneak out. They can like sneak through the edges.
I
was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, at least my work is being used.
Good job, user. Groomer and a user. He's a groomer.
You say that, and then I work at schools of...
Oh, yeah.
You're like, hey.
You just groomed me. It was funny, though.
It was literally only you.
So we were in the green room last Monday, not yesterday, but we were in there yesterday, too. And John was telling this chick about how we met, and she looked at me and she's like, "You didn't tell me your husband was a groomer." And I was like, "I never thought of it that way." And I go, "I don't think he was a groomer." She's like, "That's what they all say." And I was like, "Well, fuck."
Yeah. I mean, I was like 8.5, and I was like, fuck you when you're 23. You'll be legal. I'll wait till you're legal.
Yeah, you tried when I was 18.
Well, I kicked the tires.
Fuck.
I just see, what the reaction is.
Those are brand new tires, too.
I mean, it's like now, if you're sleeping and I reach over, or you slide back and bump me with your butt, or I bump you with my Peter in the middle of the night, which means, all right. Just make it quick.
Are you up?
Just means make it quick.
Sometimes.
Most of the time, those are make it quick.
That's true.
Wait, it's always make it quick.
So, I've been wanting to tell you this. I was taking Gilbert for a walk. Gilbert dog free. So I'm taking Gilly for a walk. And there's the biggest potato bug I've ever seen crossing the street. And Gilly stops and was like, "What the fuck is that?"
She didn't even want to go see it?
No, she kept hopping. She'd hop, and then she'd hop back, and it's like scuttle, and she'd hop, and she'd hop back. And I was like, "Gilly, you gotta stop playing with this thing." And she fucking was all back.
She just started whacking around.
Yeah, and then she's all back. And she was hopping on it, and I finally had to pull her away. But she like,
Did it run away?
Yeah, while I was pulling her away, she's looking like, "Oh, what? That toy, Mom? Mom, that toy is fun."
Or was that just on the walk?
Yeah. And then, I wish I would have had... She did this, and I wish I would have recorded it, because it was the funniest thing. So she's in our living room, and she's standing on our hardwood floor. And I was like, "Hey, Gilbilly, what are you doing?" And she looks at me, and she just slides her feet out until she's laying down. And it was like the smoothest puppy move. And she stared at me the whole time she did it.
Like she just thug lifed it.
It was very like...
Just watch you on the way in.
It was funny. This dog is fucking nuts. I'm obsessed with this stupid fucking dog.
Yeah, she's dumb.
Oh my god. So I was massaging this guy today, and I won't give any information away. But he's like, "I have a rude story for you." And I was like, fucking give it to me.
Excellent.
And he tells me that it was his buddy's bachelor party. It was like 20 some odd years ago. They were at a strip club. And there was a stripper on stage. And she had no butt. And so one of the guys, she's dancing, and she turns around and her butt's in front of this guy's face, and he's all, "She don't have anything to cover her butthole."
So she's like one of those pugs or bulldogs that has the butthole that's just like always out.
Or she doesn't have enough to cover her butthole or something like that, and they got kicked out.
I had a guy I worked with one time got kicked out of a titty bar because it was a nude bar.
Uh-huh.
Or it was a topless bar, and she was one of the girls with her bottoms, but she had a string hanging out.
Yeah.
And he pulled it, and he got kicked out.
Yeah.
And then there was another one where the guy bet this other guy $5 he wouldn't touch her butt, and she fucking knocked him freaking into another zip code.
Good girl.
I wasn't there for that one.
Well, we were at the freaking Comedy Store last night, and there was a female comic, and some guy decided he was going to grab her vagina, and she went outside and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, because he was all excited about it.
And we applaud you.
Yeah, good for her.
Fucking, So last night we were at the Comedy Store, and I massaged in the green room at Ryan Stickler's show. It was so much fun.
It was fun. It was a good
I got to meet an old school comic, Willie Banaka. He was fucking awesome. He was so nice to me, and he kept handing me 20s. Oh girl, I said, "I got you, girl. I got you, girl. I saw you working hard, girl." And like, he handed me like a good 4 20s. I was like, "Thank you,
funny.
Thank you." And then at one point, I'm all,
I couldn't see you.
Hey, I know.
I couldn't see you. I was 3 feet from you, and at one point, and I swear to God, I was like, is it foggy in here? Or is it over smoking? It was allegedly smoky, but I think it was a fog machine.
It was something.
Because it was special.
I still have my throat's been dry all day.
Got something that can coat that.
Water. And I got to massage Josh Blue, which was super freaking awesome because
he's a pretty big comic. He's exciting.
It wasn't even that. I think it was more because he has cerebral palsy. And I'm like, you have knots that I've never worked on before, please. It was super cool. And
let me touch your knots, please, sir.
Please let me make you feel better. It's the only way.
Look at this. I can make your hands move funny.
Oh, look at your hands.
At one point I looked over and I was all, oh shit, he hasn't had his hands that straight in a long time.
It was super cool. He was super nice.
I felt like how, I wonder if that, like, when I put the TINS unit on my hand that night and it hit the nerve, and my hand was all, and it was all locked up in that weird position. I was like, oh my God, I wonder, like, if he had to live with that type of...
Well, just think of, like, our nephew, Gabriel, after he had a stroke, he, like, flexes his arm the whole time.
Right, it's always tense.
Yeah. I mean, that's gotta be tough.
For real.
For realsies.
For real.
For real. He seems happy. No, we're not doing that. No.
I'm so happy.
Whoa.
So.
I released a book today.
Joy released a book. I'm on the cover. It's a pretty ripped dude. Don't get too horny, though. Pretty ripped. She calls me Zeus in the bedroom.
Well, because
I'm super girthy.
Next week you're gonna be Marshall. Next week you're gonna be Banshee.
I'm just long and skinny in that one. I'm not as girthy as I am.
That's not
Zeus.
true. And next week.
Listen, Zeus is the girthy one.
Okay, well Banshee's my giant.
What does that mean? He's got a big giant cock.
Yes.
Is it like a fucking cake can or something? A big old cake? Tuna can?
What's a fucking I want cake in a can. Do they have cake in a can? I want cake in a can.
I'll put fucking cake in a can for you. I'll put cake in your can.
It took you 4 times to say what you wanted to say. You're all cake in a... I'll put cake in your can. You're not... Stop.
You stop.
I'm going to hit you.
You all heard it here. I deal with abuse on a regular basis.
Oh my God. Anyway, I want cake in a can, not cake in my can. Jackass.
Hey.
Eh.
Whatever you say.
Kaka, tookie.
Tomato. Can in your can.
Brody didn't get into student council again.
So, Joy wants to make him a shirt that says 2 times student cancel reject, because last year they told him he was in, and then
he got a letter.
And then got a letter after they told him he was in and said, oh, sorry, you didn't make it. So he was all bummed, and he's all, I'm getting in this year because he's a pretty popular kid. And they freaking dished him again. But the teacher, or the whoever runs it, said that they didn't want to put Brody in there allegedly.
This is allegedly. We'll find out tomorrow because I have parent-teacher conference tomorrow.
Allegedly, this person had said they chose not to put him in because of some of the kids he hangs out with at school may not always be the best kids, but he's a great kid.
No, she didn't even say it, just the kids he hangs out with. It didn't say that they were bad kids, just
she didn't like those kids, so he didn't get in student council because she didn't like those kids.
So on his 6th grade graduation, he's going to wear a shirt that says student council reject ×2, and I'm going to write student council rejects mom.
And I'm
going to be dad of student council reject. And Caleb said he'd wear one that says brother of student council reject. That'd be fucking the best.
Oh, for sure.
And Brody's cool enough that he would do it.
Right. Brody'd probably be the kid that got all the hits from fucking give him the finger on the way out.
Right.
Like he'd be that kid that turned around and was all, buck off, bitches.
Right.
That would be I could totally see him doing that.
I could see him doing that too. And then...
that fucking death stare.
I have more, but I don't want to say any of it.
Why?
Because I'm tired.
We've only been on for like 2 minutes.
No, we've been on for 15 minutes. You, come on, you can...
Hey.
carry some of this.
You know, I had stuff and I didn't write it down, okay?
What else happened last night?
Nothing.
Woo.
Nothing at all.
Shit. Why are you being so... Woo. Why is he being... Why
is he wooing in the house? I can hear him wooing in the house.
He's wooed twice and I have to woo back.
Is it automatic if you hear someone woo, you're like, woo?
So, I was taking Gilly, silly Gilly, out for a walk today, and
Nice save.
And she gets scared of the dark. So
she's such a pussy.
She's so.
Our guard dog is a 20-pound Chiweenie mix. That is our guard dog.
Yeah, Mitzi's.
If anything ever happens, the Pit Basset mix is gonna hide.
And I'm gonna say hi.
And
he's gonna be all hi.
Do you want me to bite him too? Are we gonna get him? That's what he would say. And then Gilly will try to climb inside somebody.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God! So last night, because John and I weren't home, when we got home, we were like, "Where the fuck's Gilly?" And Gilly was sleeping with Brody because she can't sleep by herself, and Brody was plastered to the wall, and Gilly was all.
Was she?
Oh,
She had the whole bed.
Yeah, the whole bed, and Brody had his arm around her, and she was all.
She's hilarious when she's on her back and she stretches because she's so fucking.
Her arms.
She's like over 5. She's almost as tall as me.
She's insane.
It's pretty buck wild.
It is buck wow.
Buck wow.
Anyway, so you're Banshee next, and then 2 weeks after that you're Hawk, and then 2 weeks after that you're Doc.
So yeah, so you got 5 books that are dropping in the next 5 weeks, basically.
No, every 2 weeks.
Okay, so for the next bunch of weeks, 10 weeks or whatever, you got a bunch of books dropping. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to have another one drop after that, which is the anthology.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 6 books before the end of the year.
No, the anthology comes out February 7th.
Oh, okay, so you're going to already have 1 book ready to come out.
February 7th.
Damn, and you're probably going to have at least 1 or 2 more before October.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
You're going to have a lot of books on your hands.
I know. I need somebody to get me a stand.
Order that fucking shit. It's fucking Prime Day.
Oh, it's Prime Day.
Damn.
Okay, Gina. Okay.
I know, I'm a fucking genus.
You are a genus. I want to see your genus.
It's not showing right now.
I want your genus in my jussy.
Your jussy. What if it was called a jussy? Instead of a pussy, what was it called? A jussy?
I want to kick you in the jussy.
How does that feel inside your jussy?
But we're so tired. This is so bad.
You're so dumb.
You're such a jussy.
You're a jussy.
It smells like jussy in here.
What would a dick be?
A jick. A John. I couldn't get that out fast enough in my brain. Would it work?
Yeah, it's funny because my first thought is, your jaw is so big.
This John was kind of disappointing.
I want you to rub your jaw all over my jussy. We're so stupid.
This is bad.
Can we just delete this and never
Deleted.
Never ever show this one again?
Oh, Angela Lansbury died.
And
I wrote Murder, She Croaked. And somebody didn't like it.
did they say they didn't like it?
They were like rude or disrespectful or something.
And then you're like,
bed knobs, broomsticks, and dildos, and Johns and Juicy's, bitch. That's what I said.
Tell her to fucking lick your juicy.
I did. I was like, come smell my fingers. They smell like juicy.
They smell like pungent juicy. Well, if you were out punching.
Stop! That's gonna go.
Hey, I'm sorry.
No,
Quit
you're
yelling
not.
at me.
We're tired, people. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I tried to get out of here early, and John's all, it's been 86 years.
That's how long we've been together.
How long? 86 years.
Yeah.
It feels like it.
I know.
We should get a divorce.
No, we can't afford to. We're stuck. That's it.
That sucks.
Yep, you're stuck. I'm stuck. We're stuck.
You're Jussy and my John.
Yep.
Can we go now?
Yeah, let's get it.
I'm gonna go make hot chocolate.
All right. Sorry to bore you guys. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, John.
Like, click, click, like.
Lick, clit,
surprised if I get.
You falling asleep?
We got a Squirter! No?
No. That's my favorite Pokemon. Squirter.
The Squirter.